Welcome to the St. Albert Parenting video series. As you go through the content, you will notice that these were all filmed during the height of the pandemic, where we were adhering to strict protocols, such as wearing masks. Although we are returning to normal, the content of these videos is still very relevant. And if you're looking for some parenting suggestions across a wide variety of issues, you have come to the right place. With the impact of COVID-19 on the start of the school year, many children have experienced higher levels of worry and distress. The holidays may have alleviated some of these concerns, but as the kids head back into the classroom, parents may see a resurgence of these anxieties. Reassuring children that it's okay to come back to school, to be away from their parents, and also emphasizing the safety measures that are put in place, like continuously washing their hands, social distancing, and wearing masks, and preparing them that this could all change on a dime once again, can be a daunting task. Here are 5 ways in which parents can help navigate through this challenge. Welcome to 5 and 5. Whether you have a child in elementary school, high school, or post-secondary, consider having an open-ended conversation with your child about what school-related issues concern them. The issues might range from health risks of the pandemic to having a new teacher, increases in homework, failing an exam, extracurricular activities, and making new friends. Make sure your child knows they are heard, and whatever feelings they have are okay, and that you are there to listen and help them cope through those feelings. Listening to and accepting children's feelings does not mean that you must accept all the behaviors that are associated with them. Help children understand that their feelings are fine, but there are appropriate and inappropriate ways of dealing with their emotions. Let your child know that you value their point of view by engaging them in solving problems. How you do this will depend on their age. For young children, offer 2 or 3 options for them to choose from. For older children, you can have a more open-ended discussion. It is helpful to open the discussion in a neutral way. Ask them what they think the problem is. Generate a list of possible solutions and write out the pros and cons for each one. We've been here many times throughout the pandemic, where children have entered school only to be sent back home to online learning again. This unpredictable back and forth causes a great deal of anxiety on its own, without the looming threat of a pandemic. Think about your child's previous transitions to school. What has helped to make those changes successful? What did you learn from those experiences? How can you apply that learning to the current situation? Anxious students will likely need some initial assurance from trusted adults and teachers that returning to school is okay. False assurances, such as promising everything will be fine and telling our kids there's nothing to worry about, can lead to more anxiety where a child feels the need to excessively seek reassurance. We can't promise our kids that we won't get sick. It's better to be honest about the risks. We can express confidence that the schools have done months of planning to protect students and emphasize how the precautions that have been put in place considerably reduce the risks of getting ill. So following the rules are an important aspect of staying safe. With so many rigid rules associated with the pandemic, it's hard to imagine being flexible in today's situation. Anxiety thrives on uncertainty, and if the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us anything, it has taught us that things are constantly changing, and not always for the better. Teach good coping skills for managing stressful, unpredictable changes in our routines. Learn about stress reduction strategies, such as relaxation and mindfulness techniques, and teach them to your children. Children may resist coming to school for a number of different reasons, not just because of the threat of the pandemic. Perhaps they have been bullied, or perhaps they have a lot of school anxiety, or maybe they have a learning disorder where learning at their own pace proves very challenging for them. Staying at home during lockdowns certainly helped to alleviate a lot of those fears for children. If your child's resistance to coming to school is impacting your family in a negative way, interfering with activities of daily living, or causing negative interactions, or perhaps not getting a good night's sleep, seeking out professional help is a really good idea.